really excited today. We've got the JW Marriott on Lake Rosso in Muskoka here today. Allison is here from HR. Karen's here as well. Chef Sean is here. Larson is here. So you've got people that represent different areas of the property that are going to talk to you today about co-op jobs, career pathways with the JW. Going to talk about the brand and what it's like to kind of live and work in that beautiful part of Ontario for the summer. If you've got questions, absolutely go ahead and put them into the chat. There will be time at the end for some questions. Eric's going to be muting people as they kind of come in, so everyone will be muted. But we are happy to deal with questions at the end. And yeah, we'll go ahead and get started. And thanks you guys so much for joining us today.
Thank you, Lindsay. Thank you for having us. It is such a pleasure to speak with everybody here today. My name is Allison McKee. I work here at the JW Marriott, the Rosso Muskoka. I have some of my fantastic colleagues with me today as well. And what we would like to do is share information about our property, what it's like to work with us, and which positions we're hiring for the summer, and I'll finish by even giving you a little bit of information about our staff accommodations and what we can provide to you. So just one moment, I'm going to do a quick screen share, and Eric, if you could give me a thumbs up to make sure I did it right and that everything is showing. Let me see here. We're all good. Okay, perfect. Oh, now I've minimized everything. Of course, bear with me, everybody. Here we are. All right, so our beautiful resort, JW Marriott, the Rosso Muskoka, is located on Lake Rosso, just outside of Port Carling in the Muskoka Lakes area. It is a beautiful property that we sit on. We're like our own little town, and we have departments ranging from engineering to culinary to food and beverage, spa, recreation. There's just so many opportunities, very diverse team working here at our property, and we would love to see you here this summer. Our beautiful resort, as you could see, is right on the water, and we have so many options for our guests to come and spend a beautiful time with us. So we're going to share what it looks like for our guests as well. So this is what it looks like in the summer as well. Karen has a beautiful picture of our pool area as well. It is gorgeous here in the summertime. I am not kidding. This is exactly where everybody wants to be. The city, it feels like they all escape to come see us every summer long, and we are crazy busy. In fact, I'm not even kidding, everybody. For the last 2 years in a row, we have been the busiest Marriott hotel in North America, and it's looking like we're going to have a third year of tremendous success just like before. This is absolutely huge, and we would love for you to come and be a part of this. Now, Executive Chef Sean Crimble is here with us, and he does such a magnificent job of explaining all of our outlets here at our resort and what we have to offer. So Chef Sean, if I may pass it over to you, sir.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you very much for joining us. So we're going to start off with our food and beverage department. Starting off with Muskoka Chopos, 55 seats, everything from certified Angus beef, lumpfish crab cakes, lobster tail, you name it, those great things in an intimate experience with the guests. We have Tekka, which is our open kitchen concept Italian restaurant, about 95 seats with 2 flips. So you could do about 120 to 150 guests there every day in the summer. Cottages, which is our 3 meal a day restaurant, breakfast buffet, lunch, dinner buffet as well too. Everything from the omelet chef in the morning crafting the omelet to past the bar and carving station as well. We have Lakes, which is the same menu as well too as Cottages. So when you first walk into the lobby, it's like walking into a large cottage. Intimate seating overlooking the lake with another 60 seats that Cottages and Lakes share for a patio. Country Market, our grab-and-go gift store. Come down, get your cappuccinos, espressos, sandwiches, and muffins in the morning to start your day. In-room dining, which is our room service to all 221 rooms of the hotel. And then, of course, in the wintertime, we have our Muskoka Ice Caves, so outdoors. You get to see the culinarians cooking their game items, their steak, their ribeyes, their vegetables, everything outside on some cowboy cauldrons. And then down the waterfront in the summertime, we have our wood-fired pizza oven. 750 degrees, cook a pizza in about a minute and a half. So from that, we're looking for servers that can assist in all those different restaurants. $15 an hour plus gratuities. Our host, which seats our guests and takes all the information for the guest experience, $16 an hour plus gratuities. And then the food and beverage attendant, $15.50 an hour plus gratuities as well too. So that's part of our F&B team to start off with.
Actually, the deck is right behind Karen in her photo. That is where some of the magic happens. You can see why it is so busy there in the summertime. You're right down on the water. It is amazing. Thank you so much, Chef Sean. Karen, may you please share some information about our recreation team followed by spa?
Absolutely. We are delighted to be very, very busy all summer long, having our guests experiencing enriching, enjoying nature, being enriched, and enjoying all the enriching activities that we offer at the resort. Enrichment is the JW Marriott's name for our recreation. And if I'm a recreation attendant, this is how my day could start. Good morning, Miss Henderson. What did you think of the entertainment in Lakes last night? Thank you for joining me on this morning's Power Walk. Today is going to be a great day, sunny, a high of 23 degrees. That is how your day could begin, a part of this team. Over the course of the day, as an attendant, you could be doing a lunchtime paddle, making candy kebabs with the kids, building Rosso buddies, greeting guests who arrive and depart by boat, hosting some water aerobics in the pool, or leading an outdoor search party over all of our ponds and natural nature reserve. We have a year-round hot tub. We have many swimming pools, our beachfront where we do canoes, kayaks, stand-up paddle boards. We have a fitness center, and we have a wonderful arts and crafts studio. We take the lead in offering our guests plenty to do and showcasing all the fun things they can do in nature. Our guests have no trouble spotting our team. They wear bright, we call them lime squeeze. They wear bright lime polo shirts, and they can assist any of our guests because they can be well seen. We offer a variety of activities, and we're looking for somebody who is skilled, passionate team members is the key to our success. Each day is different for the enrichment team. We're a very busy team. We have returning associates from previous years who are back, some as team leads as they've been promoted. If you are passionate about people, you like to be active in the outdoors, and you like to be in nature, this team is certainly for you, and we would welcome that. Oh, and I get to talk about Hydro Spa Muskoka. This is super exciting. We just did a new reveal in early December, offering new products and offerings for the 2022 season. All of our associates get the opportunity to learn and become subject matter experts on our Hydro Spa Muskoka Wellness by Water, reinvigoration and relaxation circuits. That is a mouthful. We're also very excited to be offering the Crystal Head Vodka Ice Bar experience. We also have established our own health and wellness product line. When you walk into Hydro Spa Muskoka, you are entering a different world. I like to pick up my laptop and go into the spa. You walk in and it just exudes decompression. It exudes relaxation, just the scents and the sound and the music. It's a great place for people to go to a different world, be in a different headspace, mindset. And this space is for adults only, with the exception of the nail salon, but we do offer services for families as well. And we're looking at various different positions, but the two main positions we're looking at recruiting for is the reception position and the attendant positions.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Karen.
Sure.
We have actually this coming weekend, we even have some special things that we're doing in our spa. Is that correct?
That is correct. We have lots of Valentine's Day services. We have rose petals. We have chocolates. We have champagne. We have our outdoor terrace going with bonfires and our pools outside that are all open for our guests to look at. We have tours through our Crystal Head Ice Bar, which is the first one north of the 401 in the GTA. So we're very excited to be going into a very exciting weekend, and we're calling it Winterscapes. Winterscapes to Muskoka.
It is incredible, everybody. We are so busy already. This weekend is going to be huge. And if you're kind of asking yourself, what do we mean by ice bar? Literally, the walls have ice on them. The bar is literally made of ice. It is so, so cool. And it's really unique. And I'm not even exaggerating when I say we have the best spa in Ontario, for sure, 100%. We've won so many awards here. It's a huge honor to be a part of that team and everything that they're accomplishing.
Mm-hmm. And Crystal Head Vodka is owned by Dan Aykroyd, and some of you might recognize the name from the recent Ghostbusters movie.
Who are you going to call?
Exactly.
All right, fantastic. Now, we would like to share with you some of our 2022 positions that we are hiring for. There are numerous positions that we hire for in the summer. And please keep in mind, this is not just seasonal roles. We are currently hiring permanent roles as well. And oftentimes what will happen is our seasonal associates will transfer over and become permanent associates at the end of their co-op term. This is absolutely an option for all of you when you're finishing school. If you are in your last session right now, this is a great opportunity for you. And many of our co-op students in the past have taken this route to secure steady permanent roles with huge opportunity for advancement. And Larson will absolutely be speaking to that in just a moment. But first, Chef Sean, if you may, sir.
Welcome, everyone. So you get to see some of our beautiful pictures. So the picture on the bottom left is them plating on the line in Tekka. Bottom right is our pastry shop. So we have a wonderful pastry shop. All of our desserts and specialties, amenities are made in our pastry shop. Right there, they're doing cupcakes for Canada Day. So you can see the 1,000 cupcakes in the shape of a maple leaf. Above that is one of our side rooms for our salon, for our ballroom, set up with a lunch buffet. So for us, we're looking for multiple positions. We're looking for stewards, which is our dishwashers that take care of all the pots and pans, the kitchen cleanliness. Having great food needs to have a great clean plate as well too to put it on. Our third cooks, which are associates who have zero culinary experience, up to 1 year of really work in a hotel or restaurant, as well as some schooling. Cook twos are really our ones that are the anchors of the lines that have really done the 2 years of schooling, have had experience in a hotel or restaurants, handle sauteing, grilling, roasting, know how to plate desserts, and be able to have the passion to execute at a high level. Our first cooks are the ones that oversee the lines as well as our banquet facilities. That basically are the ones instructing the team, leading them through their daily functions and executing business demands. You can expect anywhere between 40 to 50 hours plus. A lot of our associates work anywhere from 5 to 6 days a week in the summertime, lots of overtime and lots of hours for those students that needing their type thing. We also have our bank facility. So of course we take care of not only the restaurants, but also ballrooms. So you could have a wedding going on and 2 corporate functions, or the guests in the restaurants the one night having their wedding rehearsal dinners, the next night they're having their wedding. So great opportunity in culinary for sure.
Yes, absolutely. And I apologize, Chef. There is one other role, the food attendant role in your department. May you please also share what qualifications we look for there and what that's like?
Absolutely. So our food attendant role is really someone who has no experience, first time in the kitchen, whether that's learning how to chop, whether that's learning how to do preparation. So they would be doing preparation for the a la carte restaurants, as well as the buffet, setting up breakfast buffets, setting up dinner buffets, preparing fruits and vegetables, chopping lettuces, getting all the mise en place you need to be able to execute for your service.
Fantastic. Thank you, Chef, for explaining.
Thank you.
Food and beverage roles at our property. We do certainly have many food and beverage roles available. Starting wage is increased to $15 per hour plus gratuities. We have 7 different outlets that you could work in. And so a lot of our servers will work in 1 or 2 outlets. So the reason for that being is you need to become the expert on the menu in that outlet, right? So this is how it works here at our property, and it's all based on everybody's personalities and their strengths, and of course what what's going on with business here at the property. So we have server roles. We have mixologist roles, which are bartender roles, and it could be down at the waterfront at the deck or at Lakes Bar, our main service bar. F&B assistant is a great role for someone who needs to upgrade their skills a little bit more before stepping into a server role. So this is someone who, you know, maybe you've just done classes in fine dining, but you haven't got a lot of experience with guests, communicating a lot with guests. A server role in our outlets requires a high level of verbal communication, and you need to effectively and clearly communicate with all of our guests. So we recognize not everybody has that confidence level yet or experience. And so we have a role called food and beverage assistant. And this role is perfect for you to grow your skills further, gain that confidence, see how the operations function, and then step into a server role. I have absolutely seen it happen multiple years. This is summer number 4, I think, coming up for me, that if you start off in a food and beverage assistant role, there is absolutely the possibility to move into a server role in the next summer. And it all depends on you, your effort, and how quickly you are able to gain those skills. Okay. We also have a hostess position. We use Open Table for all of our restaurants to book. So you'd be learning that software as well. We have all the tablets and everything set up for you. It is perfect for people, again, who love to interact with guests and are also very organized. And then we have barista roles, of course, for those who are especially passionate about coffee. This is a great role for you here, and it's in the kind of gift shop area. So there's some retail and merchandising involved in that role. And then we have in-room dining, and that is another great place to gain more service experience. And this is the delivery to the room of any in-room dining orders. So again, still customer facing, very much so, and great opportunity for lots of tips and experience in our luxury atmosphere. Event operations is such a huge role. We were just discussing this morning, our business is going to be huge this summer, and event operations team are going to have an absolutely rockin' summer. Okay, it's the setup of our events, it's the service with the guests. So a lot of customer service, again, interacting with customers, and then takedown of the events at the end. And the reason, the ideal person for this role is someone who's not afraid of hours, because our team does do a lot of hours. Someone who also wants to really learn how an event is organized and a function is run. We are so amazing at this. This is absolutely one of our strengths here at our property. We hold the most fantastic events here, whether it's weddings, for different business events, clubs, associations, all of it, family reunions even. We are extremely good at this. And you have the opportunity to be a part of a winning team that is executing this on a daily basis. So this is a fantastic opportunity as well. I want to mention this is very important for people who are in event planning, who want to become event coordinators, who want to become event managers. You need to see firsthand and be involved from the very beginning and learn these foundational skills so that you can be an absolute true success at your career. Guest reception. Oh, I'm excited to introduce someone very special to you. This is Larson Montero. He is currently our front office director here at the property. Larson, I really want you to share with your students so that they can with the students so that they can see your career progression and what is truly possible here at our property.
Absolutely, it'll be my pleasure. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for your time today. I'm so excited to see you all. Again, guest reception, fantastic department. You're the heart of the hotel. You're the first point of contact for the guests that walk into the resort. Our guests, I have to tell a bit about our guests and how they're different from a city hotel. Our guests are more relaxed. They come here for enjoyment. Uh, they come here to be closer to nature. They come here to enjoy the facilities. They want to thoroughly enjoy everything that's on offer here. So it's more of a family environment that we have here. We get a lot of families, so we get to interact with them, share stories. Your first point of contact would be your bell and valet. So that's the role that we have for valet assistance with cards and also with luggage. And also, it's not just assisting with luggage and going up to the room or bringing their car up. It's about creating memories with them, sharing their travel stories. How was your drive up? Where did you travel last summer? And sharing our stories as well. So that's a great position. And you have some great incentives as well working in that position. You have the ability to earn additional gratuities and tips by offering exceptional luxury service. Your next point of contact would be a guest service agent. Now, if you would be welcoming the guest, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, how may I assist you today? Right? So that is how you welcome a guest, create that luxury atmosphere by making them feel like home, getting them, getting them to their room, escorting them to the room. So that's how a GSA functions in a luxury environment with us. And our guest reception agents are paid very well. We pay around $18 for guest reception agents. And you also have the ability to earn additional income by upselling a guest. Now, we have a great upsell program at our resort. So now let's imagine a guest is walking in today, family of four, two adults and two kids, and they've booked a standard studio rooms. And trust me, our standard studio rooms are equivalent to a suite in the city. They're so huge. They have got their own fireplaces, galley kitchen. So it's almost 226 square feet. So I would be ideally selling the guest by telling the guest, hey, Mr. Smith, I have a one-bedroom suite that we can offer to you at an additional cost of $150 a night. You'll have a separate master bedroom area with a separate washroom. There's a living room where you can put the kids to sleep. There's a separate sofa bed there, which gives you the privacy. So this is how you can bring the salesman out of you or the salesperson out of you and make that extra incentive, and you get paid 10 to 15% of that revenue, depending on the target you reach. So in the summer, if you reach a target of $2,000, then you get paid 15% for whatever you make. So that's a great incentive for all of our guest service agents and also our AYS agents and our concierge. So AYS is a switchboard operator at a JW property. So now AYS stands for at your service. So this is the first point of contact when guest calls or makes a reservation or when a guest is in the hotel as well. So if a guest is calling me right now, I would answer the phone by saying, good morning. Thank you for calling JW Marriott the Rosso Muskoka. How may I assist you? So you bring in your spa voice, assist that guest with any restaurant reservations, enrichment reservations, or if a guest is even calling to make a room reservation at all. So that's what an AYS agent does. So then we also have the concierge role on offer. Now you might be wondering, I'm not a Muskoka local. I do not know anything about Muskoka. How can I become a concierge? So we have a lot of seasonal concierges as well. We are proud to say that we are the only resort in Muskoka, and I can say confidently about 401 that we have a lake leather concierge. So we have Amanda, who's a Golden Key concierge. So she's going to be the one who's going to train all of our seasonal concierges. So if you do not have any information, if you're not confident about the local area, she will be the right person to go to. She will instill confidence in you, tell you about the locale, get your confidence high and make you the best concierge and get the best out of you. So that's a role we have on offer as well, which we're paying $18 an hour. So those are the roles that we have on offer. We also have another fantastic role, which is night audit. So those of you who are friends in accounting programs as well, you can absolutely let them know that we have openings in there. Who love numbers, who love working at night and enjoying the day, enjoying the nature during the day. So that's a great opportunity that we have to offer as well. In terms of hours, we offer 40 to 50 hours a week, and we always have the opportunity for you to work in another department, especially get exposure in housekeeping. So we work very closely with housekeeping. So in a summer, you know how to inspect rooms, you know how to make beds, you know how to take check-ins, you know how to assist a guest with valet or luggage. Will make you the perfect all-rounder if you choose to work with us. In terms of career progression, that's always a question, especially for students who are graduating after maybe after the summer or maybe in another few months. So this was a thought for me as well when I was a co-op student. So I started my journey here at the resort on summer of 2017. I was a student of Fanshawe College and I did my co-op here. It's been a great journey so far. I decided after my co-op, I had to go back to school for 2 semesters. And when I completed my program, I came back as a full-time student. I started as a bellman when I was a co-op student, eventually got moved to guest reception agent during my internship itself. That tells you a lot about how we promote seasonal promotions as well. When I came back full-time, I started as a GSA, that's an entry-level position. Eventually, I moved to guest reception lead. Then I moved to guest reception supervisor, and then I was given an opportunity to be in a different department altogether. So I went to revenue management. So I worked there for 2 years as a rooms inventory manager. And now I'm back to operations where my heart is. Now I'm the director of front office and I oversee front office and revenue management at the resort. So if I have to share with anyone about career progression, I'm the best example. I'm proud to say that about our resort. The staff here, the senior management is very supportive. They are very patient with you whenever you're moving to different positions. They help you a lot in terms of leadership skills, and we have a lot of examples to share. Most of our interns, they come back as entry-level positions and they get promoted to lead supervisors. We have a lot of success stories to share, which I'm really proud of. That's all I have to say. So good luck to everyone. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me on LinkedIn or on email, and we'll be happy to assist you.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Larson.
My
It's
pleasure.
so appreciated. Finally, I also want to share opportunities in the housekeeping department. So this is obviously the backbone of our resort. If we don't have clean and ready rooms for our guests, then everything else just doesn't matter. This is the foundation that we need to have here at our property. It's a integral role. So we have multiple positions here that we're recruiting for. A room attendant is someone who is cleaning the guest room in particular, and they make sure that everything is to our brand standards in the room. A high level of training in this position, and really great training as well. We have house attendants or a house person, and these people are guest facing as well, and they will run room amenities to the guest rooms. They will assist the housekeepers in making sure that everything is stocked in the room prior to the guest arrival, and so much more. Our laundry attendants we do all of our guest room linens in-house, and our laundry attendants are making sure that those are perfectly crisp, white bed sheets all the time, and so forth. And then a public area cleaner is someone who does the front of house spaces for our guests, some back of house, but mostly front of house is the focus. COVID, cleaning is a very high focus over the course of this pandemic, and our public area attendants are helping to ensure everybody's safety, but also making sure that the entire JW Marriott experience is seamless, from our guest rooms all the way down to our outlets and outside to the waterfront even. So a great opportunity. Everybody knows if you want to be a director for an office one day, you need to have your housekeeping experience. You need to know what's going on in operations, and this is a great opportunity for you. Recreation, as mentioned before by Karen, we are hiring recreation attendants as well as lifeguards. Lifeguard, you do need your NLS. If you know someone who's into lifeguarding, has experience, absolutely. We'd love to have them come up here as well. And then Hydro Spa Muskoka, we are hiring for a spa receptionist position as well as a spa attendant. Now, the main thing to remember here is, again, this is extremely a guest-centric role here. It is high guest contact. You are the ambassadors of our beautiful, freshly launched spa, and you really need to have a passion for wellness. We all use our spa voice when we're in the spa, and our focus is creating those really exceptional spa experiences for our guests. This involves food and beverage options. This involves leading the guests to and from their treatments. It involves everything, including retail. It is a all-encompassing job and one that is truly rewarding. I have worked in both of these roles before, and I highly recommend them to anybody who has a passion for wellness, because the job satisfaction and the way you feel knowing that you are a part of such an amazing team, there's nothing better. Now, living in Muskoka, I'm sorry, we're running a bit over time, so I'll just share a little bit about that before we go. This is an amazing place to live, everybody. The lifestyle up here is incredible. We work hard, we play hard. It is like no other place. Resort life is something different. So our main staff accommodations are at the Bala Bay Inn, and that is right in Bala on the main street. So you're close to the restaurants, the bakery, you know, the bank, the LCBO, the Cranberry Marsh, my favorite hiking trail, Hardy Lake, just is 10 minutes away. There's so much to see and do in Bala, and it is one of the biggest hotspots in our area. It's a huge tourist destination as well. So it's right outside your doors when you stay at Bala Bay, and it's all there for you to explore. Our staff accommodations are all shared room accommodations. There's two single beds in each room and a bathroom that you would share with the other person. Excuse me. As you can see from the picture in the top right, it's actually a waterfront property. And you have amazing views from some of our rooms there, actually. There's a common area, common kitchen space for everybody to use and share. There's Muskoka porches, there's free parking, all of that's taken care of. Wi-Fi is included. There's no hidden bills here. So less than $500 per month to stay at Bala Bay Inn. And then for those who don't have a car, we also offer shuttle service in the peak season. It's all based on our work schedules here. And we run our associates to and from work using our staff shuttle. The shuttle is $10 per day. You could use it once, you could use it 4 times in a day. That's fine. It's just a flat rate. And all of these fees could just be directly taken from your paycheck, so it's nice and easy. So again, the shuttle, you're only charged when you use it, and it's just another feature that because we recognize that everybody coming up here for the summer needs just a little bit of support and coordination. Now, the application process, rossojobs@marriott.com. So it's jobs, plural, at marriott.com. Lindsay, if you could type that in for me, please. Thank you. We already have our job postings up. Indeed, they're up there as well. Really and truly, just email us your resume. And in your email, please indicate what your first and second choices for position here at our property. Now, Marriott has 2 R's. That's actually a really common mistake. Marriott's 2 R's, 2 T's. So if it bounces back, that's why. Application tips, okay? These are hot tips for you. Insider intel. When you apply, again, your first choice for a position and your second choice for a position. And also, please make sure that you write your emails in proper business etiquette and format, okay? When I see applications come in that are written like a text message or extremely formal, informal, so casual, like, hey, Allison, I'd like a job. That doesn't communicate to me that you are ready for a guest front-facing position. For example, our guest receptionists or our guest service agents here at our property are constantly sending emails with our guests, and I need to be able to analyze how strong your verbal and written communication is in English for all of our roles here. So if you are going for a guest facing role, I 100% need to see proper business emails when you apply. All right, fantastic. And then finally, please be patient. Don't push too hard. I promise you, I am trying my absolute best. It's taking about a week for the application process from start to finish at the moment. So please be patient and courteous in your emails to us, and we will absolutely be interviewing, okay? First to apply to Rosso Jobs. Second is the initial HR interview. Third is a department interview. So that would be with Karen or Chef Sean or Larson. And then they let me know if I can send out an offer of employment. If I send out an offer of employment and you agree, then the last step, I do a criminal background check to really ensure that everybody's safety is protected here at our property. So I pay for those. I do all the work. All you have to do is fill out the documents. It's again for your safety, for our fellow associate safety, and also to protect our property here. Okay. Now, if you apply in the month of February and you are signed on, I have a $300 signing bonus for you, payable after probationary period, of course. And if you sign it up after March 31st, I have another bonus as well. We're also going to have a pool party at the end of the year, and we have staff appreciation events every single month. I'm putting a calendar together right now with our housing manager so I can make sure that you have a wonderful experience this coming summer in Muskoka. So come, work in luxury, play in nature, enjoy obviously very competitive wages, the highest in Muskoka, but most importantly, you are going to have an amazing opportunity to learn and grow your career. Having our resort on your resume speaks volumes to other employers, and they know that we offer absolutely comprehensive and fantastic training here at our property. So come and join us this summer. Oh, do we have a few minutes?
Awesome.
Yeah, a few minutes for questions, Lindsay, or?
Yeah, absolutely. We've got a few minutes for questions. So one of the questions that came in early on was, what is the email address? And I wasn't sure, Brad, if you were talking about Larson in particular, or the email address to apply that we've got in the chat there. If you, or if it, because it came in right after he said you can connect with me on LinkedIn. So maybe Larson, do you want to put your full name in the chat so if students want to connect with you, and I'll tell you guys, if you're going to connect on LinkedIn, make sure you let these folks know how you are connecting with them. You were at the Georgian session today. It was great meeting you. I'd like to continue developing our professional connection, right? So don't just push send, tell them how you are meeting them, how you have met them. Awesome, thanks Larson. Angela says, I have worked in JW Phoenix before. This is a great opportunity as well. Yeah, I mean, it's a luxury brand. I was at the JW Marriott in Delhi for almost a month once in India, and it was the most luxurious property I've ever stayed in my life. It's an international brand, guys, yeah?
Yeah, absolutely. Actually, I've been to the one just outside of Phoenix. I guess it's Camelback. Is that the same one that you're speaking of? Absolutely beautiful. Of course, I visited the spa there as well, just to check it out. Yes, actually, Chef Sean, for those of you that don't know, Chef Sean and actually Karen are, they're incredible with their experience. Chef, could you share a little bit about where you've worked, and then Karen for yourself as well, two Marriott ambassadors here?
Sure. So for myself, I went and I have started my career with actually Marriott at the airport, worked there for multiple years, worked from my line cook all the way up to banquet chef, went down to Boston Long Wharf right on the waterfront and worked there and took over their banquets there. Then I had the opportunity to transfer out to California. So I did the Palm Desert property. So small little valley of Coachella and Palm Springs, and worked main restaurants, lobby bar, sushi bar, the 3 meal a day restaurant, Mexican restaurant as well too, and had the opportunity to come back to the first JW in Canada. So here I am.
That's amazing.
The first and the best JW in Canada.
Absolutely. And I started my career at the Toronto Marriott Airport as well. And Chef Sean and I worked previously together. I started at the front reception desk, and I moved into accounting, daytime accounting. Then I moved from accounting into food and beverage, because I have a family history of a family restaurant. So I was in the food and beverage as a restaurant team leader. And then I went into the sales team, and then I moved into the event team and helped in event operations while I was on the event planning team. I went down to help out and do some task force assistant down in Gaithersburg, Maryland. And from there, I took a job in Baltimore, Maryland as a senior event manager, and then left Baltimore and went to Seattle, Washington, and worked out there as director of event planning, and went back and worked at the Crystal Gateway Marriott in Washington, D.C., a mile from the White House. And then I returned north of the border to get married. And and here I stay, and came back to my hometown of Muskoka. I'm a Muskoka girl, and yes, back at the first JW, as Chef Sean said.
Wow.
Wonderful. See, I've worked 6 summers. I'm going to my 6th summer, and this is the only place I've worked. So good, I don't have to leave.
That's awesome. So there's some brand mobility as well, it sounds like, within the JW brand. As your career kind of takes different turns, there's a JW or a Marriott property for you. That's amazing.
Yes, absolutely. Because again, our training is so fantastic. And when you have an understanding of our systems and our culture, it's limitless what you can go for. Absolutely.
And everybody works so closely together. I also had an opportunity, as transitioning from those properties, as I also had the opportunity to go down and help open the JW Orlando Grand Lakes, and 1,000-room property, and then connected to the 500-room Ritz-Carlton down there. And I was down there and part of the opening team, and just helped them get open and get going, and then went back to my other job. So there's lots of opportunities within the brand to help support other properties, and have your own primary property and role as well.
Eric's moved into the co-op consultant position, and it's a job that I've had for a really long time. So I've moved now into John Daggett's old job, and as the ERC, and Eric's moved in. And Eric, you will see employer reports come in at the end of term. We will have students at JW, and you'll get to read about their experience, right? Because they fill out a co-op report. I've never heard a student complain about working at this property. The job is fulfilling. The connections that they make seem to last a lifetime. They have so much fun, being in the coolest spot in Ontario during the, nicest time to be there. It's incredible to read about their experiences, because they're all very, very positive, and we don't have that a lot of the time. So I think, for students, not only are they incentivizing you to apply early with a bonus. I mean, you're going to be living, if you're going to stay at the Bala Bay Inn, at such a beautiful property in a place that's almost impossible to book into in the summer. It's so booked in advance. It's such a tight community, and I have a cottage up there, and I know I'm lucky, because now it's even hard to buy a cottage up in that part of the world. So there's celebrities that stay up there. The amount of luxury at this property in particular, and throughout Bala and Muskoka in the summer, is pretty incredible. And if you're an international student kind of looking for an authentic Canadian experience, I don't think there's a better place you could go than the JW in Muskoka.
Oh, thank you so much, Lindsay. Thank you. I know I'll probably see you again very soon.
Probably. Absolutely. Eric's going to, what are you saying, Eric? Oh, we're going to send the recording out. Yes, absolutely. So that you can kind of, if you didn't get a chance to take a photo of those screens about how to apply and the process, and then what Allison's expectation is too, in terms of professionalism in that application. Pay attention to that. Watch that section again before you put in your application. And just one more thing before we go, because I'm getting students emailing me from this. I'm not putting it in the chat, so I just want to make a blanket statement. If you are an international student working on an approved co-op, there is no limit to the amount of hours you can work, as long as it's been approved by Eric and I. All of the experiences we talked about today will be approved as a fully appropriate hospitality co-op. So the amount of money you can make is really depending on how much you want to work this summer. Sounds like the hours are there. So don't be afraid. There's no limits as there is when you're in school, when you're on your co-op work term. Okay. JW is going to be at our career fair on March 15th. Yes? Perfect. So if you want to come back and chat with these folks again, if you've got an application in as well, you can, or a job offer by that time, you can come in and say hello and visit them again. And guys, I want to thank you so much for your time. Allison, Chef Sean, Larson, Karen, thank you guys.
Yes, thank you, Lindsay. Thank you,
Thank you.
Eric.
A
Nice to
pleasure.
meet
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Hope you all have a great weekend.
you
Thank
as
you
well.
as well.
As well.